Hello champions, welcome to an interesting topic on economics. Make sure your notes are in front of you so that you can jot down the important points in this lesson. Remove anything that will distract you. Sit back and enjoy the lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to study the topic channels of distribution. Enjoy the class. Lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to 1. Define channels of distribution. 2. Explain the process of distribution. 3. Define wholesaler. 4. State the functions of wholesaler. 5. Define retailer. 6. State the types of retailer. And 7. State the functions of retailers. And 8. Define the middleman. 9. State the disadvantages and reasons for bypassing the middleman. 10. Define cooperative society and state their roles. External economies and external diseconomies. Definition. External economies are the benefits a firm derives from concentration or localization of industries in a particular area. In other words, these are the benefits a firm enjoys from increase in its output and decrease in cost as a result of the kind of assistance it derives from other firms within the same location. While external diseconomies, on the other hand, refers to the disadvantages a firm experiences when the activities of one or more industries increase the cost of production or output of that firm within the same location. Then you also have advantages of external economies and diseconomies. 1. It encourages development. The growth of industries leads to an increase in production of goods and services. 2. Generation of employment. The concentration of many industries in an area leads to the creation of many job opportunities. 3. Creation of competition. The existence of many industries leads to a healthy competition among them in order to excel one another. 4. Provision of social amenities. Industrial estate attracts social amenities either from the government or provided by the industries that exist there. 5. Emergence of subsidiary firms. As major firms concentrate in one area, other subsidiary service firms that assist those major firms in production of goods usually emerge. Then we also look at disadvantages. 1. It leads to congestion. The concentration of industries leads to human, housing, and traffic congestions. 2. Pressure on social amenities. As a result of high population in industrial estates, there is always pressure on available social amenities like pipe-borne water, electricity, etc. 3. It results in uneven development. The concentration of industries in one area leads to uneven development as other areas are left undeveloped. 4. It causes environmental pollution. As a result of high concentration of industries, it leads to noise, air, water, and land pollution. 5. Increase in crime rates. As a result of increase in population in the industrial estate, there is usually an increase in crime rates, such as armed robbery, car snatching, and etc., etc. Channels of distribution. Definitions of channels of distribution. This first one is that it refers to the various stages or channels through which finished goods are moved from the manufacturers or producers to the final consumers. 2. It can also be defined as a trade which concerns all those that are involved in the transfer or distribution of goods or commodities where they are produced to the final consumers. 3. The channel of distribution is the path through which goods move from the producer or manufacturer to the final consumers. Distributive trade is also known as chain of distribution. The process of distribution. The process of distribution of goods involves all human and physical means which aid the smooth transfer of such goods from the manufacturer to the final consumers. Distribution of goods concerns in any of the following ways. 1. Producers to consumers. We also have producers to retailers to consumers. We also have producers to wholesalers to consumers. And finally, producers to wholesalers to retailers and consumers. The process of distribution involves the following. First is the middlemen. The middlemen or the agents are the human elements involved in the distribution of goods from the manufacturer to the final consumers. The middlemen are also the wholesalers and retailers. 2. Transportation. This is the medium through which finished goods are moved by air, land, or water from the manufacturer to the final consumers. The means or medium of transportation are by airplane, ships, cars, lorries, train, etc. Advertisements. Advertising is the process of creating awareness in the minds of the public about the existence of products. Advertising can be used to stimulate demand so as to increase sales. Goods can be advertised by radio, television, newspaper, etc. Warehousing. This is a process which ensures the goods produced are stored until they are needed. Warehousing is an important aspect of trade aimed at seeing that there is a regular and steady supply of goods to consumers. Next is the wholesalers. Definition. A wholesaler is a merchant who purchases goods in large quantities from the manufacturer and sells in small quantities to the retailers. The wholesaler is the middleman essential to the distribution of goods. Functions of the wholesaler to the manufacturer. 1. Bulk breaking. The wholesaler buys goods in large quantities from the manufacturer and sells in small quantities to the retailers. 2. Financing. The wholesaler helps to finance the producers by making prompt and advance payments for their supplies. In this way, the manufacturers are sustained for further production. 3. Providing information. Wholesalers help to gather vital information from retailers to the producers concerning product design, packaging, quality, etc. 4. Providing storage facilities or warehousing. Wholesalers help to provide large warehouses where products from the producers are kept until they are sold to the retailers. 5. Provision of transport. The wholesalers often provide transport needed in distribution. They send their vehicles to collect the goods from the manufacturer. They reduce the transport costs by making goods available where they are produced. Next is functions of the wholesaler to the retailer. 1. Provision of variety of goods. The wholesaler enables the retailer to stock variety of goods which is produced from different manufacturers. 2. Provides credit facilities. They allow retailers to buy on credit and pay for the goods later. 3. Makes goods available in small quantities. Wholesalers buy goods in large quantities and divide it into smaller quantities in order to sell to the retailers. 4. Transportation services. The wholesaler can help to transport or convey goods to the retailer's shop. 5. Introduction of new products. The next one is definition of retailer. A retailer may be defined as a trader who buys goods in small quantities from the wholesaler and sells in bits to the final consumers. Then we have types or methods of retail trade. 1 is hawking. Hawking is a form of retail trade in which the traders move their wares from one place to another on their heads, bicycles, or vehicles. Hawking is also the cheapest and most popular means of retailing goods. 2. Mobile shop retailing. These are those goods which are arranged in a motor van and are moved from one place to another to reach the final consumers. A wide variety of goods are sold through mobile shops as they move from one place to another, advertising their goods. Then the third one is street or roadside retailing. Street or roadside retailing. They are traders who display their wares or products along the streets, roads, or outside the gates of schools, companies, offices in towns and cities. These traders sell variety of goods, example shoes, clothes, bread, snacks, drinks, along major roads. Passers-by are their major customers. Then the next is marketplace retailing. These are markets where buyers and sellers are brought together to transfer ownership of goods. The market trader opens at a specific time of the day. Each trader has his or her own shed or stall or lock-up stores where he displays his goods. 5. Small store retailing. Stores are retail outlets which operate in rural or urban centers. They are located in rented places or residences of traders, which are easily accessible to customers. They sell a wide variety of goods. Next is functions of the retailer. 1. He sells in small quantities to consumers. The retailer purchases in small quantities from wholesaler and breaks the goods down into bits for the consumers. 2. He provides after-sales services. He provides after-sales services like installation, repair services, etc. to the consumers. 3. He grants credit facilities to the consumers. The retailer can grant credit facilities to consumers so as to enable him enjoy and pay later. 4. Stocks variety of goods. The consumers can buy variety of goods from the retailers. And 5. He supplies information to the wholesaler and manufacturer. The retailer is in the best position to collect information and feedback about the goods as well as their needs of the consumers. The middlemen. Definition. The middlemen are the wholesalers and retailers who specialize in performing activities relating to the purchase and sale of goods in the process of their flow from manufacturers to final consumers or buyers. They are in between the manufacturers and the consumers in the production and distribution of goods. Advantages or survival of the middlemen. The middlemen have continued to work stronger in spite of all the strong arguments for their elimination. The middlemen continue to survive because of the functions they perform to both the producer and consumers. Their functions cannot be performed by either manufacturer or the consumers. Therefore, having gone through the functions of the wholesaler and the retailer, it becomes clear that they will continue to flourish. Next is disadvantages or elimination of the middlemen. A school of thought supports the total elimination of the middlemen with the following reasons. 1. Longer channel of distribution. The wholesaler and retailers make channel of distribution of goods longer. 2. Increase in prices. The middlemen also cause unnecessary price increase that affects the consumers. 3. Creation of artificial scarcity. The wholesalers and retailers normally create artificial scarcity of products through hoarding. And 4. Fluctuation of prices. The middlemen can cause price fluctuation, especially when too many of them are involved in the distribution of products. Reasons or circumstances that may warrant the bypassing of the middlemen. Some manufacturers bypass the wholesalers and even the retailers through the following reasons. 1. Increase in profits. Manufacturers can increase their profits if they are able to sell directly to the consumers. 2. Cheap products. Consumers are able to buy products at cheaper prices when the activities of both the wholesalers and retailers are cut off. 3. Perishable goods. Middlemen can be eliminated by perishable goods. Example, tomatoes are involved because the goods can spoil easily. 4. Involvement of expensive goods. Manufacturers also prefer to sell expensive goods directly to the consumers because of low patronage. 5. Presence of technical goods. The manufacturer can sell directly to consumers if the goods produced are highly technical. The next is cooperative society. Definition. A cooperative society is defined as a voluntary and business organization in which a group of individuals with common interests pool their resources together to promote the economic and welfare of their members in production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Then we have the roles of cooperative societies. 1. Stock variety of goods. The consumers' cooperative societies buy variety of goods from the manufacturer or wholesaler, hence they are exposed to a wide range of goods. 2. Sell in smaller quantities to members. The cooperative societies buy in reasonable quantity from wholesaler and sell in bits to members. grant credit facilities to members. The cooperative society can grant credit facilities to their members so as to enable them enjoy goods and pay later. 4, they give advice. Cooperative society also give advice to their members as well as the manufacturer or the wholesalers. They also bring product closer to members. Goodbye and enjoy your stay. Hope you have learned something today. Bye.